Welcome everybody to tonight's stream. We're going to be playing War for the Overworld. This was a game that it's been out for about 3 years now. It was originally kickstarted as a way of bringing back the Dungeon Keeper kind of strategy slash simulation game. And it's done quite well for Bright Rock Games. They've released multiple patches and expansions to the game, more than I think what they originally planned for. As I pull up chat here, there we go. The game has, as of today or this recording, just had its final major update as well as DLC released. And I've been meaning to play more of this game, but I never had the opportunity to really sit down and play, and then all these other games came out. So, hoping to give this one a good look at here, and maybe I'll try and get in touch with developers again, see if they wouldn't mind coming on for a talk. But since I've been playing this game in about like 2 years, I'm going to start right from the beginning and see where we're at. So these are additional modes that were added on. Here are the campaigns. And let's see. This one was just added today. This is the 2.0 update. See. That's fine. Again, I haven't played this at all, so I might as well start right back at the beginning and see what is going on. Okay.
I've been looking for someone to spearhead my campaign. But before we get stuck in, let's refresh that old mind of yours.
Alright, game, let's do it. So they said they've also updated the graphics as well as, I think, did some rebalancing of the campaign as well. But I'm curious if the folks watching, they've had a chance to play this. Hopefully the loading times will be less than what we saw for Tower of Time.
Welcome back, Underlord. It's been a long time since you were banished to the ether. You've returned as a husk of your former self. But I've taught far denser underlords than you. Let's start with the basics.
Alright, game.
This is your dungeon core.
Oop.
The tether that allows you to manifest your malignant will. If destroyed, your consciousness will once again be scattered to the void. Your workers are an extension of your dark will. They have many jobs, but their main focus is in carving out the halls of your dungeon. Put them to work by clicking and dragging your cursor upon the flashing tiles to tag them for excavation.
There you go.
Your workers will now rush forth to dig out and claim the tagged area. Once they have laid down the stones, marking the ground as your own, you will be able to build rooms upon the finished tiles. While your lackeys get to work, look to the east of your dungeon core. This is a gateway, one of the many portals that you'll use to attract minions to your dungeon.
Dance, minions,
Order
dance.
your workers to dig a path to it now.
Right there, taking things over. And this will allow more people to come out. Where are my bonus objectives again?
Now that you have a gateway, minions can enter into your service. But first, you'll need to build the rooms necessary to entice them in. Start by building a barracks. This room will allow your minions to hone their combat skills without the risk of permanent death or disfigurement. Select it and build it by clicking and dragging your hand across the claimed tiles. Most rooms must be built at least 3 by 3 in order to function properly, though the lair and vault are effective at any size.
Alright, people, let's go.
Entered your dungeon. Attracted by the barracks, these green-skinned scrappers aren't quite right in there. Outside of combat, Gnarlings will train themselves within your barracks. You can pick them up with a click if you find them slouching off, then deposit them anywhere within your dungeon with a rifle. For further entertainment, you can always put yourself directly into their head by casting possession upon them.
And this was from Dungeon Keeper as well.
A Gnarling has entered your dungeon.
The hell we slash here.
You can increase the efficiency of props within your rooms by fortifying the walls closest to the props. Workers will fortify walls automatically when they've completed all their other tasks. Now that you have some minions, you will need to cater for their basic needs. First, build a ladder.
There we go.
So the pitiful little meat sacks can get some rest.
And we'll get into some more advanced stuff once we're done with the tutorial. Come on, minions, work harder.
Well done. But see how your gold reserves have been depleted. Command your workers to mine some of the nearby gold by tagging the gleaming tiles. They collect and return gold to your dungeon coffers, allowing you to spend it on whatever your dark heart desires. Your core can store up to 16,000 gold pieces. But if that number sounds pitifully small, or if wealth inspires the evil in you, simply build a vault to store more. Now that you've got a bit of coin in your pocket, you can build a slaughter pan. This room produces scores of micro-piglets, a delicacy that will sustain the weak flesh of your minions by filling their bellies with succulent pig flesh.
Nice. Now the idea is we can either build multiple copies of a single room or expand the room out to give it more functionality. Like this room right here only can support 9 people. But we could put another spot over here and make it grow larger. Hi, powerful. Alright guys, dig. Go. That's a lot of gold right here. Now we can add more to this. Uh-oh. What happened?
Cast Rally upon these specters, and your minions will immediately sally forth to wreak bloody havoc.
Get him. Fight. There we go.
Well done. Now finish off the rest of these manifestations with a second rally flag.
I get a good shot of the action here.
Your Gnarlings made short work of those specters, but see how they still circle the flag. You can dismiss rally flags by You can cast Recall upon a minion to immediately return them to your dungeon. Though if they are attacked as it channels, then the spell will fizzle into nothing.
Alright, they're going back to train. So we can expand this room out. And that'll make it a little bit more effective. Just like we can expand this room out as well. We attracted 7% of the population. Oh. There we go.
You're on a roll, Underlord. And I've been waiting far too long to begin my war for the Overworld. Let us enter the realm of Kairos and continue your retraining against a more fitting enemy.
Alright, that was just the first mission, so nothing too bad just yet.
Well done, Underlord. I see it all coming back quite quickly. I expected nothing less, but there's much still to learn. Why don't we?
Alright, let's do this. So now we're heading to the actual campaign beginning.
Now's the time for a bigger challenge. Before you lies an Imperial keep, guarded by a certain Lord Rusimov. He had a bit of an accident that melted most of his fat.
And the challenge of the game is to build your place up while assaulting the enemy.
A point of weakness in the bonds between realms. Unfortunately for us,
We'll have to take that out.
these inhibitors prevent Underlords from trespass. I suspect that this Empire force has yet to taste.
Alright, let's do this.
Unfortunately for me, your time in the ether has left you a weak husk of your former self. In order to reacquire your powers, you will need to access the veins of evil. Open them now, and use a sin to unlock the archive.
Alright, let's do this.
Archive unlocked. This room will allow your minions to research additional sins, which can be spent to recover your lost powers. Build one now to begin researching additional sins.
Alright, game. First, we get 3x3. As soon as they're finished.
To have your workers prioritize objectives in a specific area, place a worker rally banner in that location. Worker rally will create a banner around which your workers will prioritize tasks. Slap the banner with a right click to dismiss it, or right click on its icon to dismiss all worker rally flags at once. A cultist has found its way into your dungeon. Attracted by the... Your minions are unfortunate beings of weak flesh. Build them a lair so they may rest.
Alright, again, we need another 3x3. Alright, they'll keep researching.
A cultist has entered your dungeon.
Come on, guys. Get at work. Right now, they're fortifying the walls to make these rooms more effective.
You've discovered a perception shrine.
Oh, where? Alright, that's done.
A hungry minion can always find work elsewhere. Build a slaughter pen before your minions starve.
Radio. You know, we basically always want 3 by 3 unless we want to expand it out. Let's see. They're still working at it. I know, game. Hold on.
I never get hungry in here for some reason.
Now, we don't want to expand into the enemy base yet, because that will alert them, and then they will begin to attack. Alright, come on, guys. There's our 3 by 3. Again, tell them to focus right here. Ooh.
I miss you.
Come on, guys. And we basically always are going to need a slaughter pen and a lair. The other buildings are going to be used to unlock and attract other units.
Your cultists have worked hard to earn a new sin. Use it within the veins of evil to unlock the tavern. This room provides your minions with succulent cooked pig flesh and stout ales. After eating a meal within its hearthed halls, their spirits will be raised, increasing their productivity for a short time.
I believe that the voice of the narrator is the same guy from the original game.
Fed. As they increase in level, they will eventually rebel if there is no tavern to sate their hunger. Build one now, and remember that the tavern is unique and must be built at least 3 by 5 in order to be effective.
Alright. Come on, team. And we have too much money. We gotta fix that.
Yes, dog.
Ah, here's a little pig we give to people. Here, you want a pig? Alright, so this gotta be 3 by 5. One more. And we'll get the ability to summon more of our little guys soon. Meanwhile, they're working it up there. Let's see. These are additional powers which we'll be able to unlock. Alright.
You'll still need a slaughter pen in order to keep your tavern stocked. But in a pinch, you can always drop some alternative meat into the grinder. Rooms will only attract a certain number of minions before becoming full. In order to attract more, you will need to expand them.
Alright, so this is what we were talking about.
Nothing in this life is free, Underlord, and you'll regularly need to pay your minions for their hard work. Be sure to keep an eye on your reserves, for if you've not enough gold for their wages, they'll be swift to find gainful employment elsewhere. Fortunately, your minions will return some of their earnings by buying meals within your own tavern. What a delicious arrangement.
Good to know. Alright, so we need to build out. And let's go here. And actually, forget that. We want to try and keep them within walls to maximize their benefits. So I'm going to build.
Something evil stirs out there. Scouts, go find what the hell's making all that racket.
Rally your minions to defeat these scouts once they breach your dungeon. Let's keep Sarusimov in the dark a little while longer. You should try using the lightning and heal spells to assist your minions in combat.
I can't do it until they're in our field. Alright, give me our barracks. You can see they're trying to dig through as we speak. Get him. Fry him.
The health of minions is represented by petals surrounding their unit shield. Once no petals remain, a creature will fall unconscious and soon die, unless returned to its lair
get out
to
there.
recover.
These cultists aren't the best fighters.
Has entered your dungeon. Your minions fight the enemy. Your vaults cannot store any more gold.
Get him.
To have your minions ignore rally flags and remain focused on their current objectives, you can assign them to the peace band.
They should be back by now. Ugh. Bar the doors. We wait for reinforcements.
Look how easily your minions cut down these sappers. If I didn't know better, I'd say the Empire is woefully unprepared. Once minions are rested, you can leave them to their work or force them to train by dropping them in a barracks.
Alright, so let's see. Who can we put in there? We'll make sure that he will not go and fight.
Gnarling lost.
Uh-oh. There we go. Where is my other cultist here? There we go. That will power them up.
That's enough training for now. When you're ready, rally your minions to the inhibitor and defeat Sarusimov.
There we have all our gnarlings, all our cultists ready. Got food on the table. Let's see. We can expand out the archive a little bit here. I should get a few more guys in.
Here for some reason. Why won't you please?
I think we're ready to assault now. And we still have tons and tons of gold. Uh-oh. We need more room here. Let's see. Don't... Okay, good.
Snooze time.
Prophecy.
Take that. That's a new spell. Alright, minions, it's time to go. Now, all of our troops are going to start running on down here.
Tear you apart.
There you go, buddy.
If any of your minions fall in combat, your workers will attempt to rescue them and return them to their lair, where they may rest recover.
Come on, team. Get through that door. So now we're going to move the flag and basically use this to order them around. Come on, team. Get him. Yeah, got it. What's that? Throw a shiv. Come on, team. Get him. It seems that they've done pretty well considering they've done so many expansions. Although, how did the game do sales-wise?
Behold! Your insides are custard pudding.
Okay, move this flag. Now tell them to go in here. And now we have a lot more room to be building in and out. And we're stealing that all his food too. Come on, team. Get him. And of course, I can cast my own spells on them.
You need a larger vault.
Get him.
The light is gone. Sure, I am extinguished.
Alright, that's all of them.
Seems almost charitable to put him out of his misery.
Once they're done bringing through that, that will be the mission.
Well done, Underlord. You're learning much faster this time. We've barely even started, and you already have a notch on your belt. Well done, Underlord. But there's no rest for the wicked.
These are new things
Two
we've
inhibitors
seen.
still stand between the Empire's Templar.
Oh.
Is there?
A lot of narration in this game, as you can tell. Oop. I figure we could spend the night playing this, but if there isn't enough interest, we can of course switch over to another game. Well, it looks a little bit nicer, but I'm not noticing too much in terms of features. Let's see. I'm sure there's a patch list around here.
You're making great progress, Underlord. You'll be back to your old self in no time. Our next target is the citadel of the intransigent Dotard, Lord O'Sealand. He's a dim-witted sort, and he seems to like marching his troops into an early grave. I'd say it's time to learn about traps.
Yeah, this one we got kind of stuck the last time we played. Let's see. While things were loading, I was trying to find their patch notes. Let's see. Okay, there's the campaign.
Welcome to the breach, Underlord. This stronghold was built into this chasm to safekeep one of the Empire's inhibitors. With its trained garrison, it's virtually impervious to attack. Fortunately for you, their commander, Lord O'Theland, is a vacuous sort who will throw his troops at your dungeon without strategy or order.
Looks like they've adjusted a lot of the stuff on each level of the
I can think
campaign.
of no better time for you to learn how to build defenses for your dungeon. But to do this, you'll first need a foundry. Open the veins of evil and unlock it now. Build one now and your minions will be happy to create defenses for your dungeon.
Let's see what happens. This is one of the levels they said they've reworked as well in terms of the tutorial. There we go.
To plan your dungeon, why not use the prophecy spell to clear the fog of war and scout the surrounding terrain? You'll need an archive and cultists in order to research that artifact.
Alright, let's see what happens here.
You've discovered a perception shrine. You have claimed a gateway. A Chanda has entered your dungeon.
Oh, what?
If you're short on workers to do your bidding, cast the Summon Worker spell to create more. However, every worker after your first 5 will lock a portion of mana. If you end up with an excess of workers locking your mana pool, you may dismiss them by dropping them onto your dungeon core. It's all right. They won't feel a thing.
Alright, good to know. And these are going to be making the traps for us. There we go. A little bed for them. But again, gotta be careful not to build too much, as it will trigger the enemies.
A Chanda has entered your dungeon. Attracted by the foundry, this gassy creature will joyfully...
Alright, we need to find more room.
Your minions' needs are not being met, Underlord. Build them the basic rooms they require.
Yeah, we know, that's what I'm trying. Where are they? Alright. They got food and they got beds. That should be enough to last them right now.
The tavern is an essential room for keeping your minions fed. As they increase in level, they will eventually rebel if there is no tavern to sate their hunger.
We'll build a barracks though first. Come on. Because we have more than enough gold. Alright, more guys should be coming in soon. Hello guys, where are you? Good, they're busy training.
You've discovered a gold shrine. You've claimed a perception shrine.
Oh no, you really got the money to go.
A gnarling has entered your dungeon.
Alright, you got 7% of the total. Where's our lair? So we can do 5 more people.
You've claimed a gold shrine.
And we're good for right now. And again, we can build this out as any way we see fit. 3x3. This will be our archive. And this is kind of a way of breaking this level, because the longer we wait, the more powerful they're going to become. Train, you guys, train. There we go.
A cultist has entered your dungeon.
Don't want to unlock anything just yet. Oh, nice. Oh, it's on the Switch now. That's good to hear. That should hopefully get them some much increased sales. Alright, 3x5.
Your vaults are full of gold. Open the veins of evil and
There we
unlock
go.
the Blade Lotus.
Alright, we got food, everybody's happy. And you can see right here who we have coming in. We have room for 2 more. What?
Blade Lotus unlocked. The Blade Lotus is a spinning flower of destruction that tears nearby
Oh.
enemies into shredded flesh.
I think I saw that one too.
To build defenses for your dungeon, you need simply to lay their blueprints upon a claimed tile. Your minions will work to craft defense parts within your foundry, which will then be ferried off by your workers to construct.
Give me that gold. Alright, they're busy working on the trap. I wonder where that pig came from. But we'll expand the lair a little bit. Gives a little bit more room for people to come in. Come on, you guys, work. Must be payday. It seems pretty similar so far. It feels a little slower.
Splendidly done, Underlord. But see how some of your mana has been locked away. These defenses require a small portion of your mana in order to function. You will regain this locked mana when the defense is destroyed or sold. Many of the defenses you build can be toggled between two distinct modes, each with their own effects. Toggle the Blade Lotus by clicking it now. The Blade Lotus can be dropped into a hidden mode, which allows enemies to unknowingly pass over it. The perfect trap for retreating foes. Now click the Blade Lotus again to reactivate it. When active, the Blade Lotus will carve your enemies down to size. Unless you're fighting those stinking dwarves, who will end up pint-sized. Due to its small size, the Blade Lotus is most effective in tight corridors. For a bit more firepower and range, you should consider the Bombard. This defense will launch flaming iron balls at any foe that mistakenly wanders too close, swiftly turning their bodies into broken vessels of blooded mash. Select the Bombard and build it upon one of the flashing tiles to the east of your dungeon core.
There you go.
I never get hungry in here for some reason.
It's hard to tell really what makes a good... I know. It's hard to tell what makes a good like dungeon game like this, because there's also the Dungeons series that I've heard very mixed things about.
You've identified an artifact of joy.
No, that's good to know. Could be. There's like 2 or 3 of them out now, but I don't think I've ever really played them. Alright, they're busy working.
I never get hungry in here for some reason.
The Bombard can be placed into overdrive mode by clicking it, which will increase the speed at which it fires. However, each attack while in overdrive will damage the defense. Now that you have some offense, you should wall off your dungeon core to prevent your enemies from sneaking in and destroying it. Build a wooden door upon the flashing tile. The wooden door will slow the advance of your enemy for a short time. However, it can also be used to prevent your minions from wandering into haunted corridors or private baths.
Build that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm expanding this out to attract more warriors. There we go. So we need more.
The wooden door can be toggled open and closed with a click. While closed, no minions may pass through unless the door is opened, destroyed, or sold. You've caught on quick, Underlord. Now put your murderous new talents to work. There's no doubt that the insipid Lord will soon learn of your presence and send his troops forth to die by your hand. In the meantime, you should continue to build defenses to protect your dungeon, adding any additional rooms you desire to diversify your army and improve your chances of survival. Should you wish to speed up the construction of your defenses, you can pick up defense parts from your foundry and drop them directly onto blueprints.
There's definitely a lot more here in terms of a tutorial. Alright, so that's 2 prompts. Need to expand this out a little bit more. Need another 3x3.
Blade Lotus complete.
Well, this will have to do. Like, this is definitely new. They didn't tell me to do this the last time. So suppose I can just pick up a part. And it should go to work.
Troubled minions seek therapy. You're going to need a larger tavern.
Oh boy. So we build this right here. This will attract an additional unit.
You've discovered a gold shrine.
Yeah, we won't need that
If
just
your
yet.
coffers are full, or if you're afraid of how wealth might change you, you can always untag it with a second click.
We need some better defenses, it looks like.
This evil presence shall not stand up to my might. Rally straight forth to assault them, men!
How terribly kind of the nitwit to announce his attack. Prepare to defend the center line, Underlord.
They're building. And this is where we ran into trouble when we last played the game. They're coming through. Man, I have like no room to build.
Your dungeon's walls are being attacked. Your Blade Lotus is under attack.
Go. Get him. Speaking about these kinds of dungeon simulators, I would have loved, I know we may still get it, but to get another Evil Genius.
What do you mean they're all dead? This threat is more serious than I thought. Give me a minute. I shall prepare a new plan of attack to thwart this devil.
No, you're not thinking of mid-boss, are you, Elgardo?
Why won't you bleed?
It's gotta be something else, right?
Your defenses will gradually repair themselves over time. But to speed things up, drop defense parts onto them, which are constructed in the foundry.
Alright, so I can drop this on to repair.
I've got it! We shall attack from the north and the center simultaneously.
Oh boy.
That should bamboozle this unholy menace.
Scatter their bones for the rats to clean.
Alright, here they come again. Is that thing still okay? Alright, we'll build a wall there. Alright, here they come
Your
again.
Blade Lotus is under attack.
Is that still overdrive?
Door complete.
honestly can't tell the traps have been improved or not. Any more parts here? That should rally my troops. She is so dead.
Your bombard is under attack.
Goodbye.
He goes. Kira's scepter. They've all been bested? Okay, hold on, I'm thinking.
He's gonna build from the south next, I bet. We need more gold.
Your defenses will gradually repair themselves over time. But to speed things up, drop defense parts onto them, which are constructed in the foundry.
There you go. Gotta get some tower defense up in here.
Blade Lotus complete.
They'll certainly not expect this trick. Assault the center and the south. They'll never see us coming.
This blubbering dunce could have used a few firm lashes as a child.
Alright, place you here. These traps are very expensive, aren't they? Here they come again.
Your Blade Lotus is under attack.
I don't remember turning that off. Come on. They're coming from the south as well.
Your Blade Lotus has been destroyed. Your bombard is under attack.
Get him.
Bombard complete. Your bombard has been destroyed.
Where are my guys? Are they busy working?
Blade Lotus complete.
Uh-oh, got big guys coming.
Your Blade Lotus is under attack.
Get him. That's a big guy, isn't he?
Let's open you up.
Where are my minions anyway?
Your Blade Lotus
I have
has been
no idea what they're
destroyed.
running over there. Oh, I get it. They're coming all the way around.
Your Blade Lotus is under attack.
Or we could assault his base. Oh, he's got defenses. I see. This is blocking than from actually getting in.
By the light! Have none of you had any training at all?
Oh, we gotta build more, it looks like. Now they're gonna be coming from every
Your
which way.
defenses will gradually repair themselves over time, but to speed things up, drop defense parts onto them, which are constructed in the foundry.
Trying to get another guy attracted here. Alright, that'll send them back down there.
Swiftly, troops! Attack all three sides and we'll surely overwhelm them with our might. It's inconceivable that they'll survive this assault.
Seems like it happens way too quickly, doesn't it?
I haven't had this much fun in years.
Well, hopefully our army will be enough here. Like, some parts move very fast, other parts move very slow. What is going on over there? Alright, so there's another foundry. Guess we should probably build some more minions.
One of your creatures thinks the game should have been scored by Jeremy Soule.
Who?
Back thee away, Underlord! You shall not defile our lands with your
Where
vile
are they?
taint!
Bombard complete. Your blade lotus is under attack. Your workers can be a mindless bunch, and will continue to claim territory until you command them otherwise. Use impasse flags to limit their movement. Impasse has two modes. One to prevent your workers from claiming beyond the marked area.
Okay, so we had the big
and
guy
another
coming
will
from
prevent
here.
them from traveling over the tiles completely. To dismiss an impasse flag, simply give it a slap. Or right-click the icon
Oh, man,
to dismiss
there's a
all
lot of guys
impasse
coming.
flags at once.
I think it's the fact that the traps need to be built in a two-step process.
Your blade lotus has been destroyed.
That just makes it very slow. This.
Your bombard has been destroyed. Your bombard is under attack.
Where's my army here? Okay, they're right in the middle. This should be the last wave before we can actually mount an assault.
Your blade lotus has been destroyed.
Alright, army, you gotta do your thing here.
Your minions fight the enemy.
Go team.
Insufficient.
Get him. Anybody else need to die?
What a marvelous meat grinder you've constructed,
Alright, I think we got him.
Lord.
Wait, he's coming again? Jeez.
Your defenses will gradually repair themselves over time, but to speed things up, drop defense parts onto them, which are constructed in the foundry.
What? Apparently we need more traps.
sides, swiftly, whilst the minions of evil recover.
This assault may actually test your abilities, Underlord. Do try and learn something.
I need gold and we need lots of it now. I don't remember the traps being this annoying in the other Dungeon Keep, or even something like Evil Genius.
Your bombard is under attack.
I think we lost.
Your bombard has been destroyed.
Yeah, I remember this is why I didn't like this game at this point. It just seems like a very annoying scripted challenge.
Your blade lotus is under attack. Bombard complete. Gnarling lost.
Who got killed?
Your minions are fighting the enemy.
Yeah, we got a big guy coming.
Your bombard is under attack.
Alright, so 1 down, 2 to go. My bomb art's about to go down.
Your blade lotus has been destroyed. Your minions are under attack.
Alright, big guy down. Another big guy down. What did you just say? I think that's all of them. And just fry her.
Those loyal to the Empire, come to me. I will tell you the tale
Okay,
they will
come
sing
on.
of us when we have finished here. They'll sing of our bravery and those who have fallen. They will regale the noble way
This is taking
which
way
we
too
fought and
long.
won. They will proudly shout my name, Lord Otheland, Savior of the Empire. Now if you are with me, cheer with me.
I'd better get ready to meet my maker.
Make sure you keep your dungeons secure, Underlord. Your defenses will gradually repair themselves over time. But to speed things up, drop defense parts onto them, which are constructed in the foundry.
You there, lead the charge from the north. And you, yes, lead the southern assault. We shall attack in 2 waves. I will lead the second from the rear, so I may issue orders more easily. Charge!
Are you kidding me? That quick. Ugh.
Charge forth and assist your comrades!
I think they should have only done 2 lanes on this one. Or make it a little bit easier for you to actually get your defenses going. Let's see.
Blade lotus complete. Your bombard is under attack. Your bombard has been destroyed.
lot of
Your
guys
blade
coming.
lotus has been destroyed. Your blade lotus is under attack. Your wooden door has been destroyed.
Go. I'm just gonna go the troop way
Bombard
here.
has been destroyed. Your bombard is under attack.
Get him. What did you say? Come on, team.
Your minions have entered battle. Your units have been made happy. Your blade lotus has been destroyed. Your wooden door has been destroyed.
Alright, dealt with one group. Jeez, they're all in here, aren't they?
Your core is taking damage.
Get him.
Your minions fight the enemy.
There better not be another wave after this, or I'm gonna be very
Your
annoyed.
dungeon core is under attack. Insufficient mana.
Get him. Once you get high enough level guys, or high enough army, they pretty much just take care of it all themselves.
Underlord, your dungeon core is being attacked.
Is it actually out yet? Like the DLC for Hollow Knight?
Your dungeon core is under attack.
Really? Well, I'm not doing much here right now. I could probably go and check.
Did I do it?
That'll be some amazing timing,
Now
wouldn't
that
it?
he sent his entire army to their death, you should have
There
no
we
trouble
go.
killing him and destroying his inhibitor. Rally your minions forth to silence this insipid
Yeah,
lord.
this is a very annoying mission. I think the problem is that traps just aren't all that interesting to make use of in this game. It's not, there's no real dynamic to them. For, like, if you look at a game like Evil Genius, where you can use, like, push and pulls and stuff like that. I can double check while things are going here. I didn't play Hollow Knight with any of the DLC either. So all the 3 episodes would be completely new to me. Charge, team, charge. Let's see. Oh yeah, you're right. It did come out as of today. Well, we could certainly go to that after this.
Snarling lost.
What's with all the games being released on 420? Who's he fighting right now?
It's time to pay your minions, Underlord.
Oh. Where's he going? What do you guys think? Do you want to see more of War for the Overworld tonight? Or we could certainly switch over to Hollow Knight. Oh, what are they doing? I better heal him. Get him. Did you say it's a dingo? Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. So we've been doing this now for almost 90 minutes, so yeah, maybe we'll switch on over. For people watching this, either live or recorded, what do you think about War for the Overworld? We might as well go in and kill this guy.
You have discovered a gateway.
Where are my little minions?
Destroy the inhibitor swiftly. It lies open and undefended, but for that odious blackguard.
Puke on, go. You can get high level enough units and you can just dominate everything on the map. He may have a lot of defense, but it's not going to be enough. Come on, get him.
Underlord. Silence has never sounded quite so sweet.
Everything has shields, it looks like. That's that first ring.
Superbly executed. Before we move on, I must warn you, the next inhibitor comes with an unpleasant surprise.
Alright. Yeah, I like War for the Overworld, but it's just hard, I think, to figure out what that magic that the Dungeon Keeper had to it.
Fine work, Underlord. Now that Othelan and his cronies are a dehydrated paste, let's move on with our assault.
I think this is where we got to last time. I wonder the game has trouble, like right after the loading there.
Revenge is a dish best served cold, Underlord. but we're a bit lacking in
Yeah,
refrigeration.
this is what we did last time. And then we have this one, and then these. And then you have kind of your home realm, which is like a free build. I think, like, for myself, I like to see that mix of kind of like city building or just slight RTS with the overall being able to manage your army or deal with the dungeon. And it's just very hard, I think, to strike that balance. Because if you rely too much on your minions, and there's not enough in terms of the simulation or building side, then you're just sitting around waiting for things to go. If you rely too much on the building side, not on your minions, then it kind of betrays, you know, you being this omnipotent guy trying to take over. Let's see. So this was the other campaign they unlocked. So it's just 4 levels, but they seem to be, I'm assuming, a lot more complicated.
Murk mud. This putrid, steaming quagmire will be the...
Alright, but if you guys are interested, we'll move on and try out Hollow Knight. But if you guys want to see more War for the Overworld, let me know in the comments below, and like you think developers for giving me a press key to check things out. Again, it's a very interesting game. I think I want to try to get them on just to talk about the work they've done in terms of this design, because it is a very specific niche, and I think that could make for an interesting discussion. But you folks watching live, hang on for like 1 minute and we'll move on to our next game. Actually, I didn't make sure I saw the game installed. That would actually put a big damper on whether or not we'll be doing this tonight. If not, we may have to wait until another night here. Let's see. Yeah, I only have the game installed right now, so I think we may have to go with a plan B. And maybe we'll go back to Tower of Time for tonight, and we'll start Hollow Knight on Sunday. That'll give me time to install everything, make sure it looks good. But, you folks watching this record, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to check back for daily discussions on game design here, and on Game Wisdom, where we examine the art and science of games. So, with that said, we'll move on from War for the Overworld, and I guess we'll try something else. Alright, you guys watching live right now, I guess here are your choices. We could do Tower of Time. I could always play more Darkwood. There's Slay the Spire.